On 6 June 1944, thousands of American soldiers stepped out of their landing craft and into history. As they moved toward the beaches of Normandy, they carried far more than just bravery. Each soldier was loaded with equipment meant to help him survive one of the largest and most dangerous amphibious attacks ever attempted. Here is a complete and easy-to-understand look at what a typical U.S. soldier brought with him during the D-Day invasion. M1911.45 pistol. Many officers, NCOs, and certain frontline troops carried this sidearm. The .45 pistol was famous for its strong stopping power and tough construction. It was trusted as a backup weapon when fighting got close and chaotic. Normandy map sections. Soldiers were given small, waterproof maps showing the beaches, hedgerows, and routes inland. These maps helped them navigate in the confusion of battle, especially when units became mixed up during the landings. M1 steel helmet with netting. This helmet, often called the steel pot, was one of the most recognizable items a soldier wore. Weighing around 3 pounds, it protected the head from shrapnel. The net over the helmet prevented sunlight from reflecting off the metal and allowed soldiers to tuck in plants for camouflage. M1941 field jacket. This light olive jacket was common during the early years of the war. It offered some protection from the cold but was not very warm or water resistant, which many soldiers complained about during the wet conditions in Europe. M1937 wool trousers. These heavy wool pants were itchy but reliable. They kept soldiers warm even when soaked by seawater during the landing. M1937 wool shirts. Under the jacket, soldiers wore a mustard-colored wool shirt that added an important layer of insulation against the cold morning air in France. Type II service shoes. These leather boots were designed for long marches. Many pairs in 1944 were made of rough-out leather and treated to resist moisture. M1938 canvas legging. Because modern combat boots didn't exist yet, soldiers wore canvas leggings over their shoes to protect their ankles and keep small stones out. They worked well but took time to lace up. M1 Garand rifle, the main weapon of the American infantrymen. This semi-automatic rifle gave U.S. troops an advantage because they could fire faster than enemy bolt-action rifles. General Patton famously praised it as an outstanding weapon. M1923 cartridge belt, a strong belt with 10 pockets for ammunition. It held enough .306 rounds to keep the Garands supplied during intense fighting. M1928 haversack. This pack carried food, personal items, and other small gear. It had a complicated design, and if someone packed it incorrectly, everything could spill out. M1926 inflatable life belt. Since soldiers had to step into deep water when leaving the landing craft, this life belt was essential. Pulling the handles triggered CO2 cartridges that inflated it if the wearer went underwater. M7 rubberized gas mask bag. This waterproof bag was strapped to the chest to keep the gas mask dry while moving through the surf. Gas detection brassard. An armband treated with chemicals that changed color if there were traces of poison gas. Although gas wasn't used on D-Day, the threat was taken seriously. M1 bayonet and scabbard, a long, sharp blade that could attach to the rifle for close combat. Soldiers also used it for everyday tasks like opening crates. M1910 entrenching tool, T-handle shovel, a small shovel used to dig foxholes. It was awkward to carry, but life-saving when soldiers needed quick protection from enemy fire. M1910 entrenching tool carrier, a canvas case used to attach the shovel securely to the haversack, preventing it from bouncing around. M1910 aluminum canteen, a 1-quart metal water bottle that sometimes tasted of metal or water purification tablets. M1910 canteen cup, a steel cup stored beneath the canteen. Soldiers used it as a drinking cup, a cooking pot, or even a shaving bowl. M1910 canteen cover, a canvas cover lined with felt. Wetting the felt could cool the water inside using evaporation. M1942 first aid pouch, a small medical pouch attached to the belt. It contained supplies for treating immediate wounds. Carlisle first aid tin, a small metal tin inside the first aid pouch. It held a sterile bandage and sometimes powdered medicine that helped prevent infection. Mk2 fragmentation grenade. The iconic pineapple grenade. Heavy and powerful, it was used to clear enemy positions like bunkers and trenches. 8-round Garand clips. Metal clips that held 8 bullets for the Garand. When the last round fired, the empty clip popped out with a distinct ping. Waterproof rifle cover. A plastic wrap placed over the rifle to protect it from sand and seawater during the landing. Soldiers could still fire through it if needed. M1932 meat can mess kit. A divided metal pan used for eating hot meals whenever they were available behind the lines. M1910 meat can pouch. A canvas pouch used to carry the mess kit and utensils, usually attached to the haversack. K ration box. A daily ration box made of waxed cardboard. It included canned meat, biscuits, coffee, and cigarettes, just enough calories for a combat day. D ration chocolate bar. A hard emergency chocolate bar designed to withstand heat. It was so tough that soldiers often had to shave off pieces with a knife. TL-122 flashlight. A right-angle flashlight that clipped onto the suspenders. It often came with colored lenses for signaling at night. Dog tags. 2 metal identification tags on a chain listing the soldier's personal information such as name, serial number, blood type, and religion. Wool socks. Essential for foot health. Dry wool socks helped prevent trench foot, a serious condition caused by cold and wet conditions. M5 assault gas mask. A lighter, redesigned gas mask made specifically for the Normandy landings to protect soldiers from possible gas attacks.